Hi friends, I'm Sherry and this is Gardening in the North, and today I want to share with you 5 unique trellises that I'm currently using in this garden. And I'm not talking about wired mesh paneling or cattle panels. I'm talking about beautiful ways, beautiful and unique ways to trellis your plants in your garden. And if you stick around to the end, I also have an idea for a 6th way to bring beauty to your garden. So the trellising idea behind me is a 2-for-1. There are 2 ideas that I have combined into one, and I'm going to take you closer and walk you through the process of how I created this. But about 3 months ago, we had a really bad ice storm here, and we had a lot of branches falling off of the trees on our property. We were lucky enough that the trees did not come down because our neighbors in our surrounding area had a lot of trees coming down because of that ice storm. And so my son went around the property and collected the larger branches that he could find, and we created this bean trellis. So let's take a closer look at what we made. Out of those branches that my son had found, we took 6 of them and cut them to 7 feet lengths. We then tied twine around 3 of them. I probably wrapped it around 15 times. I really wanted it to have that chunky twine look. And then we spaced out the legs, I'm going to call them legs, for stability. I knew that they didn't need to be 100% stable because we were going to be attaching the 2 bean trellises together with a pole in the middle. And so you'll see here that there is a pole going across. And I'll just show you here, we have another one on the end. And so what we've done here is we've planted some beans, some sugar snap peas, some shelling peas. I just went crazy in that bucket. I have some bamboo sticks there just to help them a little bit until they get big enough, and then they can go on those branches and really go crazy. Now, I did say this is a 2-for-1, so I do want to show you that we have a twine trellis here as well. I built this from twine from the dollar store. Now, it's not the regular twine that you would normally find in the garden section of, let me just show you here, of the dollar store. It is from the craft section, so it's a little bit thicker. I think it was $1 more than normal, and I just doubled them. So what I did is I did a whole bunch of vertical and horizontal and just tied them all together. And then you can see here that down below I have planted a whole bunch of stuff, but this trellis really is for my cucumbers, and you'll see that they are loving this. Yay, I just noticed I have a cucumber on there. So they, oh my gosh, I have another one. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Okay, I haven't been out here looking at this, so this is quite exciting. Oh my gosh, every time I back away, I actually see something else. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so it's really exciting. I can't wait for this trellis to be full of beans, of pea vines, as well as cucumbers. And then, even though we're talking about trellising and this isn't part of the trellis, in the front I do have pumpkins, so I'm excited for them to start growing down onto the wood chips. So let's move on to the next one. The 3rd idea is behind me. I picked up these old wooden ladders off of Facebook Marketplace, as well as I think I got one at a garage sale. I think they were 10 bucks. I got them last year hoping that I was going to be able to grow a whole bunch of vines on them and that they would just look beautiful. I picked the wrong things to plant on them and it didn't turn out. This year, however, I decided that I was going to do cucumbers on them. And let me tell you, they already look beautiful. So let's take a closer look. Okay, I just want to back up and give you the full look of it. You'll see over here on the side of the ladder, I do have some comfrey there. as well as all over here as well. I really do need to chop that down to the ground level and give that to my chickens because it is their favorite snack ever. But let's take a closer look at how the cucumbers are doing on the ladder trellis. So you can see here that they are starting to climb on it. You can see in the back there. I'm just going to come around the side. Now, keeping in mind that these plants have only been planted here for about a week and a half. And so I really do think that they are doing amazing. I don't know if you can see that because of the way the sun is coming in. Let me come on this side. But they're very, very healthy. Now, one thing that I will mention is that I am growing them in a black bucket underneath the ladder. So because I'm doing it in a bucket, I need to make sure that I'm watering it every day as well as fertilizing it on a regular schedule. And then on this ladder, this one's a little bit bigger, I also have cucumbers, and it is the patio snacker. And I'm just gonna come in closer here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was oh, look at this little baby one. Okay, I'm so excited to see what these ladders are going to look like a week from now, 2 weeks from now. I'm hoping that you'll barely be able to see the ladder. I'll just span over here. Very exciting. Trellis idea number 4 that I'm using in my garden is a head and foot board. So I got this black metal head and foot board off of Facebook Marketplace. I think maybe it was $60. And I instantly knew that I wanted to push it into this garden bed and grow sugar snap peas on it. And the green against the black just looks so pretty. Now, keep in mind that after I put these into the bed, I did plant some mint in this bed, knowing full well it would go crazy. I also have Egyptian walking onions, and so try to look past the mint and the Egyptian walking onions to see the sugar snap peas growing on the head and foot board. Let's take a look. Okay, you'll see right here how pretty they look growing on that headboard. And I have to say that I actually love that the bed is so full of other things in addition to what is growing on the headboard. And I just want to mention that these flowers that are here are straw flowers. You hear that? Like, how cool is that? Okay, back to the trellising. I don't want to give you a garden tour yet, but this is what this looks like. So let's just go through and hello, Egyptian walking onions. You are going crazy. You obviously love this bed. And so can you see the sugar snap peas in there? Just loving it. And don't mind the weeds. There are a few in this bed. I have 25 beds, and so it's really hard to keep it weed free. The 5th trellising idea is right behind me, and I think you can get a little bit of a peek of it. It is a wagon wheel. So we have been carrying this wagon wheel around with us since 2014, 11 years. We've been moving it from house to house, thinking that we were going to use it as a chandelier somewhere. Originally, it was going to be inside the house, and then we thought in the sunroom, and then we thought, what about under the canopy outside? Anyways, we've done nothing with it. It basically has been sitting outside or in the garage for 11 years. And then all of a sudden, the idea to use it in my garden came to me, and I thought, yes, 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 let's take a look. Okay, here's a look from behind. I'm going to show you what it looks like in front as well. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and the sun, we're currently facing the sun. And so I'm just not sure if you're going to be able to, get the beauty of this trellising idea from this side of the wagon wheel. So I will show you the other side as well. But look at how beautiful this is. And the sugar snap peas are loving it. Let's take a look on the other side. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you can see it. I'm having a hard time seeing through my camera right now, so hopefully I'm like showing you the right thing. I hope when I go to edit, I'm happy with what I've filmed for you. But how beautiful is this? And I'm just going to back up and show you the wagon wheel there. Oh, and yes, I didn't show you that I have another ladder here as well. I put moonflowers in that bucket, and I'm going to show you they are just starting to bounce back. They are fast growers, so I'm hoping again in about 2 weeks that's going to look really pretty. But let's just go back to the wagon wheel for a second here. Hello, beautiful. I can see the wagon wheel from my house, from my kitchen window, and I love it. All right, guys, that was 5 trellis ideas that I'm currently doing in my garden, besides the cattle panels that you see throughout my garden. But I did promise you a 6th idea. I haven't done it in my garden, but I plan on doing it as soon as I can get my hands on it. So my idea for a 6th trellising idea that's very unique and beautiful would be to use an old patio umbrella that is made of wood. So once that material from the umbrella starts to rip and you don't know what to do with the wood part of that umbrella, you can actually stick that into one of your garden beds and scrunch up the umbrella a little bit so that it almost looks like, I want to say like a spider looking thing in your garden, and use it as a trellis. It would be beautiful. I tried to get my hands on one the last couple weeks. I've been going to garage sales, but I can't seem to find one. I think the problem is that when somebody has an umbrella like that and the material on the umbrella rips, they just take it to the dump. So if you can get your hands on one, or you have one and you don't want to use it anymore, it is a great trellising idea. Please leave me some comments below. Let me know some of your unique trellising ideas, because I love adding beauty to my garden, and adding unique trellising ideas is the perfect way to do that. Thank you for sharing your time with me, and happy gardening.